Hello, Eric King coming to you once again from Nugget of Truth and the Shepherd's Way. This is part 3 of Illuminosity of True Christianity, or Christian Illuminosity. Now in part 2 we talked a little bit about the fact that humans have two bodies they're dealing with in our reality. We have an emotional and a mental body, and we talked about our biological being, and there's all these different things going on, and we're trying to understand things in this world. So when you study here, you're going to get the Christian perspective, a very deep Christian perspective. Now, number one, I want to talk about the fact that we live in a fallen matrix. And we've established this in part 1 and part 2, and even in the introduction to this message, that we live in a sinful reality, and that this matrix in this dimension is distorted. Now, God is so magnificent. He's given us clues and reasons and whys and wherefores to understand things, and He's given us faculties to understand things because He's a God of love. Now, humans, we have 5 physical faculties. We have sight, we have smell, we have taste, we have hearing, we have touch. We have 5 physical faculties. Now, because we live in the fallen human matrix, the things we perceive from these antennas is somewhat distorted. But we take it in, and it goes into the emotional body and the mental body. Now, the mental body without Christ is a carnal nature, a carnal mental thought thinking. The emotional body without Christ is a carnal emotional body. It's distorted. So we have to awaken. We do that through the regeneration and power of Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. Then we awake. Now, another thing I want to bring up real quick, and again, I'm giving you a lot of food in a short period of time in the Illuminosity messages, but they build upon each other, so continue to watch and build. You will awaken more and more to what's really going on in this fallen matrix. Now, the fact of the matter is that we perceive things from a fallen human nature. Now, when we talk about dimensions, they talk about length, depth, width, height, and then time as being dimensions. But the fact of the matter is, there's a 3-dimensional world that we're living in. It involves time, space, and matter. Now, the way those 3 dimensions are experienced, they're experienced through our 5 antennas: our sight, our smell, our hearing, our taste, our touch. We are perceiving the fallen matrix through those 5 intelligences. So time can be experienced differently by different people. Hearing can be experienced differently by different people. Smelling can be experienced differently by different people. But the fact of the matter is, we're experiencing this dimension, the 3 dimensions, that is matter, space, and time. We're experiencing it differently, but there's a commonality in what we experience because we're humans and we are using only the 5 antennas that we believe that God has given us from a human perspective. So we are perceiving as humans what we would call a basic reality. Now, as you continue to study